What is up, YouTube? ODST General interrupting my own intro for this video to do a new intro because this video was recorded last year, January actually of 2018, so even over a year ago. And it's been sitting on my computer ever since, and I've just been too lazy to edit the video. Well, here we are. It's finally out. Now, you guys should note that because this video is over a year old, you guys are going to see Trebuchet assets in here that are no longer in use. The mission is still up to date. It is still playable. So go ahead and check that out. It is an awesome mission. It is super duper underrated in my opinion. But with that, I want to leave it to myself to introduce the rest of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. We have to destroy their air assets that are on the ground, and then after we do that, we can get out of there, and the United Rebel Front or the insurrection can ramp up their attacks in this area. Now this seems like a fairly lightly defended base, relatively speaking, given the kind of assets they have here, being several Pelicans and Falcons and stuff like that. But with that being said, I still have to be really careful. I'm just going to be by myself on this mission, you know, and I really don't feel like my equipment for this mission is necessarily best suited to the task. But we'll see more of that once I actually get in here. So basically, like I said, the mission, we've got infiltrate here. So we'll start off infiltrated on the island. We have to watch out for colonial police in the area, and then we have to make it up to the supply crate, which will have weapons and stuff available for us there. And then we have to make our way into this base and take out air assets. So, yeah, I mean, it should be kind of interesting here. I played through a little bit. I got killed pretty quickly, so hopefully that won't be the case this time. I made a couple of pretty big mistakes. Well, I made at least one decent-sized mistake. So basically, here's the tasks. The map obviously is right there. We don't have a team, so let's go ahead and get into this. You know, I'm really glad to see that they made use of a lot of the new assets included in the most recent update, like the graffiti and the static weapons and stuff. I had a feeling those static weapons would be something that I would see made use of pretty quick. Oh boy, give me some better frames, computer. Let's see if I get rid of this. Probably doesn't do much. Oh, well, it gave me a couple more frames. I'm at 20 frames now. It could be a little bit better. That would be something I would be okay with. Oh, hey. Yeah, I guess you ask and you shall receive. So, yeah, we're coming up on this small town. The cops won't bother me right now because just as of right now, I'm dressed like a civilian. I could just be another one of these members of this town. Now, yeah, the colonial officers, they don't want us really doing anything here, but yeah, as you can see, they've got rebels, you know, under arrest here. The rebels have been pretty active in this little fishing community here. We've got, you know, Colonel Watts, graffiti. We've got like a UNSC recruitment thing, and the rebels have graffitied all over this town. With that being said, you'd think that this airbase would have a little bit stiffer resistance or a little bit better of a garrison than what they do, but I guess you've only got so many resources you can allocate. But yeah, so it's pretty neat stuff they've got here, and just a little bit of a fishing town, like I said. It's still a pretty cool little way. I do wish there was some more Halo-looking civilians, but I guess in this case, this is probably pretty similar to how they would dress anyway. So we've got a bunch more rebels over here. But let's not fart around for too long. Let's go ahead and get going up to our location. Sun's setting pretty quick, and I don't know if the UNSC has night vision, but I do not. I know at least one of the guys I went up against in my previous playthrough was using a flashlight, so I'm kind of hoping that'll maybe just be the case and they'll all use flashlights. But if that's not the case, then I could be in a lot of trouble. I got a police blockade right there. That's a really heavy-duty blockade. That's that's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. Let's kind of run along in here. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel like the kit that's set up for this mission where you get is really designed for the task at hand. But yeah, I guess that's one of the things about the rebels, or at least the ones that are not like really well armed and basically army themselves, is that the small little rebels like this who are basically terrorists, they're just using whatever resources they have on hand. They're not necessarily going to have a silencer or really appropriate weapons. I am just going to leave. They provide new clothing, but last time I tried to grab it, it wouldn't equip, so I'm just going to leave that in here. And we're going to grab all the rest of this. I am going to get all of those charges. We're going to take one extra magazine because I want to try and get a different weapon if I can. And I've got Ace on, so that might be a problem. Oh, cool. Oh, so taking the first aid kit, that's what converts that. Yeah, we'll leave that. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, so I did, obviously, since I did play through this a little bit and got killed, I got up to this airbase already. I know that there is a unguarded area along the fence line, but I still have to be really careful. Actually, you know what? Before I get going to, I'm gonna take that off and just drop that in there. I probably won't need it, but just in case I need it to try and get away or something, if I can't switch this out to something a little bit better suited to the task, I'll hang on to it. But for right now, we're actually going with iron sights because, believe it or not, it seems like that's the better choice. So you can see along here, along the backside, it's pretty well guarded. There's more gaps in the fence, but there's also very little cover. Oh gosh, that's really wobbly. But yeah, you can see there's guards in both those towers on machine guns, I believe. That one is. I can't tell about this other guy. He's turned away from me, but there's guys in those towers, so I have to be kind of weary of those guys. So I can't really go back there. There's a patrol along here. It's just a two-man patrol team. I think there might possibly be another one. Maybe not. Got guys walking between the various buildings. Both of those are currently manned. And we've got 3 guys in the control tower that I can see. Potentially more at like an angle I can't, but I kind of doubt it. If I thought I could get away with shooting these guys with the DMR without alerting anybody, I might do that, but that would probably be really difficult. I just have to be really careful here when I'm engaging in combat. So last time I got killed, I was sneaking into this warehouse over here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that is now manned. That was not manned last time I went through there. So maybe if I wait a minute here, if I get close enough, he'll leave his post. Or maybe it was just some sort of bug or fluke. I might be stuck waiting a little bit longer until nightfall, but I don't know if that's going to help me or not in this situation. Pretty well stocked base, I mean, for being so lightly defended on a small island, but I guess its probably primary purpose is like a logistics base and a like a location for like medevacing and stuff. I don't have a pistol or anything, so I can't even like go up there and just like take out those guys in rapid succession. Don't know if they're armed or not. Looks like one of them might potentially be armed, but the other ones aren't. But that's not really my goal here. I need to take out these falcons here, and then there's a pelican there and there that I can see. Plus maybe something inside the hangar. It's hard to say. I'm almost thinking what my smart move would have been to do is to drop down and around and go around the whole town and come back out on the other side, but I don't really want to do that. Not sure if that's even going to help me or not. I do have to be careful now. The Colonial Police will probably now recognize me as a threat now that I'm actually armed. I didn't look on the map last time to see, or this time to see, if I was a civilian prior to picking up the arms, but I know right now I am Op 4, according to Arma, so... Is that abandoned now? It is not. Alright, might skip over this part because it's going to take me a minute to crawl through all this brush here. Especially with how loaded up I am on, like, C12 and stuff. Not sure if I'll be able to avoid combat in this situation. The clock has stopped moving. Time seems like it's going really slow, so I probably won't actually have the opportunity to wait for it to get darker than this. Hopefully they don't see me inserting into the base then. Oh gosh, the stamina is awful. We got Ace on, that probably is not helping matters at all. It's all those C12 charges, too. That's what's really killing me. These charges are pretty powerful, though. I might be able to even, like, get in and just plant like one on the Falcons and have them do the job, but we'll have to see. I gotta scout out the hangar and see if there's something inside the hangar. It's gonna be the toughest part. Well, maybe not the toughest, but it's gonna be tricky. Yeah, last time I got caught, I was going inside that warehouse door, but I'm not sure what the best move is, what the best alternative for that is. Gosh, it's just the stamina is ridiculous. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm going prone anyways. I don't think the stamina is going to matter a whole lot unless I get caught, which, to be honest, probably won't matter too much at that point. Oh no, that's not good. So we got 4 charges of C12, and we've got at least 3 Pelicans and 2 Falcons. Those guys are coming back, so I need to make some moves. I need to make them quick. I don't know where they're going to scout into. So now those other guards don't patrol this far forward, or at least they don't seem to, so big concern then will be these other guys coming up from behind on the runway. I lost visual on them, and I don't like that. Okay, so they're turning around right there. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I shouldn't have to worry about them. I'll give them a minute to get back down, because if they're further away, that means their response time is going to be a lot longer. Give me a little bit more of a chance. So the UNSC's got some of their own graffiti, or somebody, looks like somebody graffitied the warehouse before they took over, and they've graffitied it back. Okay, let's, we're gonna watch them for a second here. So they get pretty far over. If I can, give me plenty of time actually to get over there to them. Let's see where they stop and start coming back from. I know there's also guys guarding the gate, which is just right over there, so I gotta be really careful. Or they're probably actually over there by that that position right there. But I think my primary concern will be these guys patrolling the base here. I still got to get that pelican on the other side too, though. Shoot. Well, we'll see. We're gonna wait for these guys to patrol back around here real quick, and then we will make our move, whatever that may end up being. If I can do this undetected, that would be awesome, but I don't feel like I can. Normally, I'm the guy who's like, yeah, undetected stealth mission. Okay, let me get my M247. Your whatever machine gun in, you know, whatever game. Wish I had a drone or something for some reconnaissance. Got that frigate right above us too. I forgot to look. There's a couple pelicans right when I get in. They're like flying overhead. It's pretty cinematic looking stuff. It's always really cinematic when you have a fast mover go like right above your head, but still. I don't get this far over, so I'm not sure where the best position to see these guys is going to be from. Okay, here they are. Okay, give them a second to go back here. Crap. Okay. Now I'm really regretting not bringing those extra magazines. Okay, so it looks like this is a motor pool. They've got Hornets in here. I need to take these out too. I suppose it would be too much to be able to get in those and use them. Okay, well. Got guys responding outside of there. They're not armed though, so we're going to try and ignore them. The gun emplacements still seem to be unaware of our presence here. Somehow. Oh shoot. Okay. Only got 11 rounds left, so I might have to make sure to make use of them. Probably head out the back side of the base. Well, I've got some kind of interesting things going on. Obviously, some of the guards got alerted to my presence. The guys inside the ATC freaked out, and yeah, they're doing their thing now. They came out and they're all running around, but they haven't actually alerted any of the guard towers to my presence. I've got those two guys patrolling back, but I think if I wait just a minute, they'll go off and they'll run. Obviously, he just saw me. He got real close there, but none of those guys were armed, or at least none of the ones I could see. I'm just hoping that I've got enough explosives for everything. Got 1, 2. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I can't leave the base until I detonate all this stuff. There's a pelican off in the distance, just hovering there. Lost track of those guys. I don't know where they're at. Oh, there they are. They're Turn around. There we go. And the other guy just goes running full speed behind him. Hilarious. Yeah, these guys from the ATC, they're pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool camouflage on there. I like it. Anyways, let's see. All right, they're a little bit further away, so we're gonna do this. We're going to. It's gonna take me a while. Oh shoot, there's those guns there though too. I don't know what sort of forces are over here, if anything, but I think that's gonna be my best bet is to go along the coast there and extract that way. I just need to avoid those 2 guns at the end of the airfield, and I should be good. So I'll get out of the base, if I can, if I don't die. And then I will detonate all these explosives, and hopefully they all do the trick, and if they don't, I'll have to push back in. Pretty far away, and these guys in the gun towers haven't been too attentive, but I would rather not risk alerting them because I know they will notice me if I get loud or something. So rather than playing it stupid, I'm gonna play it safe. You know. Okay. So let's go ahead and. Oh, frick. I needed to set the trigger on that, didn't I? Thought I was armed, but they're not. They're safe. Shoot. Okay. We're going to play a little bit more dangerously than I originally said because I got to get back to all those real quick. I don't like setting these on timers. Alright, but it looks like we're changing our plan for exfil. We're going to take the original way we took out, or came in, we're going to take that back out. Try to get all these going off at close to the same amount of time. 5 minutes is kind of a little bit of a long time, but if something happens or I need to delay getting out of here on my end, they'll give me a chance to do something else. Wish I knew exactly how many guards were at the entrance of the base here.
Ah, you freaked me out. Okay. So the trick is now is getting out of here in like 4.5 minutes while prone without like them catching me. These guys are coming back again, but I don't know if I should wait for them to come back. I don't know if how long they'll take them to get back here. Ooh. Ooh. Hoo, 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 hoo. That door was not open before. It's something that I'm going to have to be aware of here. Or wary of, I should say. I'm obviously already aware that the door is open. I don't know if somebody patrolled in there, like when the shooting started, or what would have happened there that door would now be open. Obviously, it had to, an AI had to do something with that. I just don't know who that would have been. Kind of hoping it was just the guys from the base. Well, time's moving really slowly, but it does seem to have gotten slightly darker out, so that's pretty good. I need any sort of advantage I can get, provided these guys don't have night vision. We're almost out of the base. Take it nice and slow, and the guy in the gun won't notice us. So now I'll just need to wait for a couple minutes. Once I get over to this Pelican, I can just hold up, recover my stamina, and wait until the explosives go off. Well, it seems I didn't even quite make it fully to the Pelican, the down Pelican, before the first explosive went off, or the first couple went off. I still got one left. So the Pelicans are down. I got all the Pelicans. And see the objective for the Hornets go. I've still got one indicator up. The guards just don't care. Just don't give one single... Well, you know where I'm going with that. Anyways, still got one timer. You know, these are timers, so there isn't anything I can do. I just have to wait for that to go down. Hornets are gone. Okay. Oh, that was a nice explosion. Yeah, listen to all those munitions go off. And the other birds have munitions to blow up. Ooh, cook-off. Get a little bit further away. That cook-off is getting really far from that hangar. Outside of the hangar, nonetheless, too. Alright, there goes the Falcons. Beautiful. Okay, that's C-12. You gotta love C-12. That is some boom on those. That took out all of those vehicles. Okay, so now we just have to extract from the area. So we're gonna get a little bit further. I'm gonna go prone until I'm a little bit further away from those gun turrets. I don't think he'll see me at this point, but... You know, once again, rather safe than sorry in this scenario, especially since there's also Colonial Police Forces right over there, too. A lot lighter now without the C12, but I'm still going to drop this backpack. It's probably like no weight difference, or so little that it doesn't really matter, but that's okay. So any little bit of extra weight and speed I can get, I'll take. Alright guys, I'm almost to the extraction point. I'm just about 450 feet away, a little bit less, but just wanted to look back at the base, just kind of double check the devastation I caused. You can see that the vehicles, a couple of them despawned from the explosions, it looks like, or just from the game's normal thing here. Definitely a lot of devastation there. Pretty good mission though, I gotta say. I did enjoy it. The only real gripe I had with it, I guess you could say, would be the whole non-reaction after I blew up all this stuff. There's still a bunch of colonial police forces all over the place. Obviously they are a pro-UNSC thing, but I never really felt threatened by the police forces in the area. I went through the town, and that part made sense, where I'm going through as a civilian and I'm not having any sort of issues or anything like that. But to get through the town and then just have no issues with the police, like the police don't come to respond to the explosion to assist the UNSC. The UNSC's remaining guys inside the base aren't really doing anything. The whole thing just unfortunately felt pretty lackluster after the demo charges went off. But getting into the base and stuff, that was all pretty interesting. I really enjoyed that. Now, I'm not normally a huge fan of stealth missions, but that was pretty good. So now we just gotta get off the island here. Of course, I ran out of stamina right before getting to the boat, but we're pretty much done. See, we'll double check. We'll make sure nothing's gonna happen once I get in the boat. I don't think it will, but we'll find out for sure in just a second here. Extract, mission completed. Yep, there we are. That is the end. Now we just go back to wherever our guy came from. Probably should have ditched all the clothing and the helmet and stuff, but that's okay. That way, if anybody stopped me, I'm just the guy out in the boat. Alright, let me know what you guys thought of the mission in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next video.